Chelsea post-match, where to start? Let's start with the positive. So the positive is that Foster continues his amazing form. He looks strong, he looks confident. It looks like he's going to score every time he goes forward, which is a massive contrast to last season. So, fair play to him and company, to be fair. It's one of the things he's got right is sticking by Foster because he looks the real deal. And he did well today to make our goal. Cut through. It was a nice little move from us to going forwards. Attack-wise, we still look okay for me. And it was a good goal by Odegaard at the end. And is it Odegaard? Yeah, it's Odegaard. Defensively, though, is a massive concern for me, and it's just my opinion. I don't, people will come at me or whatever. I don't really care. It's just an opinion. But Trafford is still not convincing me whatsoever. His whole demeanour and his reluctance to pass the ball first is just causing panic in that defence, which for me already looks shaky. And that's the biggest concern for me is how bad we are defensively. The other concern I've got is how quickly we tend to just let our heads drop and fold if we go behind or we concede. From the minute Chelsea scored their equaliser today, that was it. Heads went, and it makes you worry about the mentality of that team at the minute, which compared to last year where we looked unbeatable, and we were for large parts of the season, excuse me, this year we just look very vulnerable. And defence is definitely a concern. I don't know where Ekdal is. I'm sure someone will tell me if he's injured, but I think he deserves a run in the team. O'Shea's not convinced me. Bayer's obviously injured. And Al-Dakhil is just the defensive equivalent of an honour from Man United. Every time he plays, he's got a mistake in him. Arguably, I'm not sure what else he could have done today other than he just didn't adjust his body quick enough. But if there was going to be a defensive error, you just know it's going to be him at the minute. And I don't know what's gone on there, because last year he looked the real deal as well. And it is getting a little bit of a concern now that this vulnerability is still there, this naivety is still there. It's a young team, and I know Chelsea is still a team that on paper we probably wouldn't beat, but they're very poor and we've just acted as their springboard. I'll give them credit. Sterling was absolutely unplayable today. I thought he was superb. And, obviously I think he made two and scored one. Or maybe made one, but he definitely scored one. Which didn't help because Sterling's a quality player. But Chelsea have been so poor, and yet it's the same as Man United. They've been so poor, and yet we've still not got anything out of it. And this looks like it's probably acted as a bit of a kickstart for Chelsea, although watch them lose next week and just prove me wrong. But I don't know. We need to get some fight in this team, because I don't mind losing. And I know that defensively they are going to be second best to some of the strikers in the Premier League, but it's very weak. It's not like they're playing well and just being outperformed by better players. They're just not even playing well. It's full of mistakes. It's full of miscommunications, lack of confidence. And that's a big thing for me. If Vinny needs to sort the defence out, and I think it needs to come with bringing Muric back in, who's a big part of how we play. He's an established goalkeeper. It'll bring calm to that back four, let the back four settle. Taylor's obviously here to stay because we haven't got another left back. The back four, the other back three keeps changing. I don't know what Roberts was dropped for. I know he's not been brilliant, but I was very surprised that he wasn't in the team. But other than that, it should be, I think Ekdal needs a run, but he might be injured, I might be wrong, I don't know, but I don't know if he's injured or not, but I do want to know where Ekdal is, because he needs to be. O'Shea and Al-Dakhil are just not working for me at the minute. It's not to say I don't think we'll be alright, I still think we will be alright, but it's just another one of them where from a winning position we've ended up losing, and it's just the mentality of this team doesn't look to be there at the minute. But in Vinny we trust, and I'm sure it'll come good. But it's just another one of those bad results.